Gotham Knights! Wow, what a shocking surprise. Pleasant surprise, but shocking. Hey, go watch the trailer in my previous video here. I'm not going to give it away of what happens there, but hey, you probably already know if you're watching this, so I'm just going to freaking say it. But yeah, Batman's dead. Batman's dead, so you got to play as one of the members in his family, whether it's Red Hood, Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, who knows who else here. But that trailer only got me more excited to see like what they're going to be doing with the gameplay. I'm especially stoked with the storyline because I'm telling you, the Batman family storyline with the Court of Owls, some of the best writing that's out there. But gameplay-wise, well, let's see what they do different here. They're definitely introduced a number of new power-ups and gameplay features just because, I mean, that trailer flashed some really interesting stuff. But let's see, gameplay here. All right, and away we go. I love how they always say it's pre-alpha game build as a way to protect themselves from people going like, that doesn't look final, but no way gameplay like this is just pre-alpha.
Hi, I'm Patrick Redding, Creative Director on Gotham Knights. On behalf of the whole team at WB Games Montreal, I'm really honored to give you a quick look at our gameplay.
See what you got here, Patrick. This looks good so far.
Whatever's causing this is localized at the top.
We're going to look at a short clip from one of Gotham Knights' villain crimes in a pre-alpha build. This mission is halfway through the Mr. Freeze storyline, and we're playing Batgirl a dozen or so hours into her character progression.
I like the design of the Bat Cycle here.
All units at Elliott Center. Air support inbound. Hostiles opening fire on upper floors. Air support, can you do a fly around?
Freeze has recently returned to Gotham with a mysterious agenda that involves manipulating the weather to flash freeze the city.
We need a way to get
Of course. What else does he do?
Gotham Knights was that players can play all of the game either solo or in two-player co-op.
He wants a fight. He'll get it.
No, oh my god. That right there. I was already sold.
Robin's learned how to access the Justice League satellite for short-range teleportation. Meanwhile, Batgirl has mastered some more familiar techniques.
That's cool.
And developed a few new ones of her own.
Love it. Love it.
Montoya here. Heard you're down there having some fun.
Fun's one word for it.
I have like a shield now, I guess.
Under orders to fire on anything that moves inside.
Gotham City Police, drop your weapons or we will open fire. Returning fire.
The storm is getting worse. You need to hurry and find a way inside Elliott Center.
The GCPD chopper made that part easy. This doesn't look up to code.
Very cool effects.
If anyone asks, I meant to do that.
I won't say a word.
Tours were still going on when Freeze came through.
Those poor people. They didn't stand a chance.
Gotham Knights is built to let players approach each challenge with their preferred style and their preferred build.
Yeah, so it must have a lot of different ways for you to be able to tackle an environment. Real interesting design challenge because you got to be able to design the environment for 4 different play styles, plus the incredible variability that gets introduced when you play with co-op. I'm guessing the difficulty scales too if you're playing co-op. Enemies are just tougher. I love the enemies decided to swarm her rather than attack her. Setting up perfect combo soup.
No precision. Dad, you're it.
That's cool. I love how you can set up combos like that. I'm really digging the art direction. The use of lights and colors is really adds a lot.
These cables on the floor. Guaranteed they lead to freeze.
I mean, I would say that's kind of one thing about the last Batman game that felt a little flat, was just that everything was kind of drab, very dark. There's a lot of vibrance. I'm assuming if you have HDR for your TV, this will actually look absolutely stunning too.
Status.
Countless dead, and the temperature's still falling.
We need to stop this. Now.
Belfry wasn't kidding about this storm.
Almost there.
Just grapple, girl. Come on.
I see the weather machine. Ready with the disruptor.
That thing's drawing so much power.
There are some frame rate drops here, so you could definitely tell this is an earlier build. Hopefully they'll have that frame rate stabilized by when it's all said and done. I'm curious if this is next gen or not too.
Field disruptors in place. It's charging.
Get away from my storm engine.
Is that what you're calling it?
Ooh, I love his design.
You don't want to be on the roof when this disruptor goes off. Trust me.
Irrelevant. I already have what I need. The storm has risen over Gotham. Nothing can stop it.
We'll see about that.
That's the one thing I love about DC villains like this, is that they get to redesign them every single time you play them.
An important element of Gotham Knights is that as the player increases in power and ability, their foes keep pace. So confronting a villain like Mr. Freeze can be a very different proposition at level 5 or at level 15. And not just in terms of stats, but in the kinds of attacks and defenses they bring to bear. And that was just a short peek at Gotham Knights. We're going to have more to show you in the future.
Oh no, 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 more. Give me, no, I want more. Well, that's an interesting scenario then, because why would you have such a high degree of variability in terms of what level you can tackle an enemy at? It suggests then that you could potentially tackle Mr. Freeze out of order. Like maybe, you know, these are different pockets of issues that are going around Gotham, and you can decide to, like, say, take on the Riddler versus Mr. Freeze first. And based off of that, if you go after one that is a much later level, that the difficulty and the way they fight scales with you as well. Interesting approach. We'd love to be able to see not just gameplay, but of course, you know, how the progression system works. How the mechanics works, because that'll speak to a lot of how they plan to have you progress through the game. But independent of that, I really love this. This is just a stunning showcase of the world design, one, and some of the cool abilities that each of these characters have. Although I guess you could argue some of these abilities, if they're just mapped to the same buttons, that it probably plays the same, meaning that the way the combo system works, and you know, which button is for kick, which button is for jump, which is for your special ability. The ability just to teleport a short distance probably isn't all that much different in terms of like how you approach a problem than using the back grapple hook, if you will. So I'm hopeful that the nuances and differences in the play styles aren't just nuance, that they feel dramatically different, and that you have to tackle each mission dramatically differently. It would be a very bold design choice, a very difficult one, but you know what? a gamer can dream. All right, y'all, let me know what you think. This is stunning, stunning showcase. It just totally made my day. Well, except for the Wonder Woman trailer as well. Great day for being a DC fan.